What is going on, folks? What is happening? So I haven't made a video in quite a long time. I think I'm probably going on like a month. I just really haven't had anything to do. That's kind of a lie. I could be cleaning up the engine bay and painting that or something. I think I might still try to do that. But as you can see, this mount is still not welded in. I think I'm just gonna give up on my boy coming through. He's got a life and he works for like a rocket ship company, so I don't think I'm gonna wait for him to have some free time for me to get that welded in by somebody that knows what they're doing. So that means, of course, that I have to learn how to weld, and I might as well because I do have a little flux core welder. I don't know. I didn't really think that this would be able to do the job, to be honest. It's like the cheapest one that you can get, Flux 125. It's an older one. I know they make a newer one that's smaller now. So one of the things that I'm going to try to figure out too, this is another reason I haven't really gotten good at welding, is because I never really figured out how to calibrate this mask properly. And when I first started welding, I didn't have one. I just had the little, handheld one. And this one's another Harbor Freight product. It's got the dial on the outside to set to grind mode, and then you turn it on, and inside you see it flick on. And then I have the sensitivity set to the middle. And then I got the delay set slightly off to the right of the minimum. So probably like a 15%. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and see if that setting works out. I got this outside setting on a 10. That's kind of like the middle-ish of that. And so hopefully that'll work out. No idea what I'm doing. Alright, so I just watched a YouTube video and I'll post a screenshot of that right here. Basically, the way that I understand it is, if you're welding this way, you want to have your welder pointing the opposite way, so you're dragging your flux wire and you're not pushing it. So I saw something else where they were pushing it and making really nice dimes, but I'm gonna see if using this guy's, what is it, night wrencher. See if that method works a little better. And I'm also gonna try to go a little slower as well. Let's see what these look like. So that's where I started out over here, and then this was my last run. And if you look right there, your boy looks like he might have laid down his first potential dime. That looks a lot better. I mean, there's not a lot of real solid work from where I started, but after about halfway through the pass there, it looks like I started to really see what I was looking for. And that looks, if I can weld on that that engine bracket with welds like that, I think I might be okay. Let's see, let's take a look at the underside here. Looks like it's getting some decent penetration. It's not going all the way through. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's definitely getting heat all the way through. So let's see if I can finish this up. And yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty stoked on this, actually. I've been putting it off for so long. Like I have access to all this stuff, but It's like when you're in like a funk, like not only do you not really feel like doing anything, you feel like you can't do anything. And that's really where I've been mentally for like the past, honestly, like this entire year has been pretty bad for me mentally. But yeah, I've been trying to get through it, and I'm making some lifestyle changes. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into it, but yeah. So if I can find a way to get some decent welds down, I am just, I don't know how much of this I need to have welded on here, but getting the welds up in here, I feel like it's gonna be impossible. So I'm really gonna focus on the side welds here, and the bottom one, and then just kind of rely on that. But yeah, so I'm using actually about the same gauge metal down here, and you can see it's pretty thick. And let's see if I can get it better. Here's like a eraser for, it's like the size of an eraser, so that's pretty thick. So let's check this out compared to over here, and it's virtually the same thickness of metal. So I'm actually feeling really stoked right now. Yeah, I'm gonna try to just do that welder pointing this way, weld going this way technique. Still getting some eye burn action. I'm gonna assume that this isn't welded all the way through. Give it a second. My eyes a second. Let's clean that up first. Alright, since I don't really know how to practice welds aside from just welding two pieces of metal together, I was trying just to lay down dimes going down this, but I didn't really have much luck. Things started to get pretty dirty. I can't really do much else without grinding it down flat again. But I am going to flip this around, and then I should be able to have one more weld pass on the other side of this right here, and that's where I'll end the video for tonight. So let's see if we can lay down some dimes real quick. So it looks like I have a little bit of extra metal peeking out this side, so I can actually do two more test runs here. So let's get this set back up. Got it we'll do like, let's try 4.5. I got the mask set properly, so I'll be able to stare closer at this thing and really try to build up the dime. And let's see how that works out. Off to a good start. Oh, I took the ground off. That'll do it. Take 3. It's hard to tell if that's actually going to be connected or not. It looks like I just was eating away the metal, which is going to be a huge problem if I do that to the frame. Let's see how we're looking. I am not sure that went all the way through or not. I really need to learn how to do this, but I am not in a rush to ruin that part. Alright, let's try this last one. Let's try going a little, maybe a little faster, because I mean it looks like it's kind of stacked up there. I don't know if that's just, let's see, let's try to go a little faster. Last try, you guys. Let's do it. Yeah, it really started off really solid. Kind of fell off right here. I saw this part right here. I saw the bead expose the edge of the metal, and I tried to come back and fill it up, and I just said, you know what, just keep going. Let's see what the verdict is on this. Not very dimey. Not seeing the circle puddles, but I think that's a little better than this side. Way less overspray, the little beads. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Garage, we can kind of check this out a little closer, see where the mess ups were. So pretty confident in the welds right here. That looks like a little dime action right there. Nice formation, I think. Back up here, pretty nice stack going on there, and then in the middle, that's just weld on top of metal. This is the other side. This is the side that I doubled up on. So it's gonna look like crap anyways, but yeah. And then the final side right here. Focus. I think that looks pretty good. Maybe I'll spend all tomorrow just finishing up this weld wire, flux wire roll that I got. I'm gonna chop this metal into a couple more sections, maybe cut it in half, and then try to do a weld along the side of this after I get the grinder out and smooth everything down. But yeah, this is definitely, honestly, the best work I've ever done. There's a little hole in there, a hole at the bottom. But yeah, this motor mount, you can see it's about the same exact thickness. Probably is exactly the same. So, and the metal on the frame right here is pretty thin, since I did poke some holes in it. So I am very, very concerned about, you know, overheating it and punching through it. But it looks like the places that it did punch through at, it just kind of has a glob of weld on the outside of it now. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Maybe I really don't know how much weld I need on this thing. It's just, you know, holding up the motor, the transmission. But definitely not something I want to have to try to do twice. I definitely don't want to have to buy another bracket if I mess this up. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I am pretty stoked on the progress that I've made tonight, considering I've welded in the past but just never really sat down and did, like, you know, what I'd call like drills or practice welds and stuff like that. I always just kind of went for it. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I hope I'm getting out of my funk, my little slump. and I hope that I can get back to working on this thing. I know for a fact if I get that welded in there, this motor is going to be in the car within a week of that. But honestly, if I get that welded in there this weekend, I'm going to spend the rest of the weekend removing everything. I'm going to be so stoked on it. I think I'll take the time to paint the engine bay white. I know that's probably going to be a mistake, but I kind of want to do like I want to start to build towards my dream image of this car. And if you follow me on social media or whatever, like outside of YouTube, you'll know that I'm going to be trying to do a wrap job with this eventually, kind of like to pay homage to the they call it like the Jazz Solo Cup, I think is what it's called. And yeah, just go full on like 80s 90s baby with it. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.